Hi everyone, thank you very much for joining me today. What we're going to be working on today is just a short 30-minute flow. The first 20 minutes are going to be about us creating heat and energy, building confidence within our flow, and also building confidence within standing and balancing postures. So we're trying to feel the strength that we have that resides within us, also challenging ourselves with the balancing postures and incorporating the two together to really feel the energy within us, allow those happy hormones to release within the body and allow us to feel the energy that we create during the flow. The last 10 minutes are going to be doing a guided meditation. So really going from one to the other where we're creating lots of heat and energy and then cooling off and slowing down before we then give our mind a well-needed break and also really connect with our true selves. Meditation is such a beautiful part of the practice, and so for me also the most important, which is why I like to make sure we do a little bit longer at the end too. So what we'll do first of all is, if you want to make sure you have a cushion or something close by, just so you have that for at the end, and maybe some water as well, just make sure you've got everything you need, and then we'll all meet in child's pose to begin. So whenever you're ready, getting yourself towards the end part of your mat. Have your legs hip width apart, your big toes touching, hips trying to stay as close towards the heels as you can, and then lengthening your arms down your mat, allowing the tummy to rest on the top of your thighs, hands are shoulder width apart, and then relaxing the forehead down towards the floor. Don't worry if the hips don't touch the heels, it's just about trying to send the hips back, so we're lengthening out the spine. And then coming up onto the fingertips so you're really feeling the opening in the shoulders. Allow yourself to connect with your breath, bringing yourself into the present moment, giving us an opportunity to leave all of our stresses and worries off our mat, and really allowing us to be present in the moment. This is the beauty of our practice, is that it teaches us to keep that presence both on and off our mat. And we'll be trying to help to find that balance within us so we can bring that balance into our day-to-day lives. Really connecting with the inhale and exhale of your breath. Don't worry about the pace of the breath, just really connect, allowing it to be smooth and deep. One more nice big deep breath, big inhale. Exhale, letting it go. Then roll yourself up nice and slowly, arms and head coming up last, into a kneeling position. So rolling yourself up, nice and slowly. Bring your hands straight towards your heart. We're going to close our eyes and set an intention for our practice. So draw the tailbone in. Make sure you're lifting up tall through the crown of your head, relaxing the shoulders. Feeling the opening in the feet. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Big exhale, let it go. Come back to a steady breath. And I'm just going to repeat 3 positive affirmations. So we're going to set this intention for the beginning of our practice. And then I'm going to repeat these affirmations during the guided meditation when we end. So just keep the breath steady, saying these affirmations mentally. I am strong. I have courage. And I have balance within. I am strong. I have courage. And I have balance within. Gently opening up the eyes, bring the arms either side of you now. Inhale, lengthening, stretching up. So this is where we're going to start creating that heat. Exhale through the heart center. Inhale up. Lengthening from the waist, exhale down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. Really focusing deeply on connecting with the breath as we move from one position to the next. Coming forward into a tabletop position now. Always get in the habit of checking your alignment. So making sure the hips are above the knees with the legs hip width apart, backs of the feet pressing down. Looking in between the legs to make sure you can't see the feet. Hands are below your shoulders. Really spread the fingertips as far apart as you can. So you're really rooting down through the knuckles and the fingertips. And then make sure you're not hyperextending the elbows. Okay, so hugging the ribs in here, looking forwards. Inhale, dipping the tummy down, leading with your tailbone, pushing it up towards the ceiling, lifting the head up, opening up your heart. Exhale, lead with the tailbone, drawing the belly button in, pushing the back up, head comes in between the shoulders. Inhale down, hold, exhale, so really exaggerate each stretch, warming up the spine. One more time, inhale down, hold, exhale. Okay, inhale as you come neutral now. Keep those ribs hugged in, and then we're going to extend the left leg back behind you, trying to keep it in line with the hip and lifting up the right arm. So it's the opposite hand to leg. Hold here as you're inhaling, so really lengthen. Exhale, draw the elbow and the knee in towards the body. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, drawing it in. Firing up that core straight away. Inhale. Exhale. Now holding for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, flex the foot so the heel's pushing back, toes down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Lowering down nice and slowly, swapping sides. Finding something to focus on too to help you with your balance. So right leg back behind, pointing to the toes. Make sure the foot's in line with your hip. You can always check. Lifting out the left hand in front. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, drawing it in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lengthen. Exhale, draw it in. Holding now. Inhale. Exhale, flexing the foot, heel, pushing back, toes down. Holding for 3 breaths in your own time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Lowering down nice and slowly, and then just rotating the top part of your body. So nice big circles, going in one direction and then swapping sides. Okay, coming back to the center now, going into your first downward dog. So tucking your toes under, make sure you're rooting down through the thumb, index finger and pinky, so you really feel those parts of your hand connecting with the mat. Take an inhale as you lengthen. Exhale, send the hips up. Keep the legs bent first of all, so the tummy's coming towards the top of the thighs, and then pedaling the legs out. So trying to really feel the length in the spine, the strength in your arms, drawing the hips up towards the ceiling before you're straightening out the legs. Nice steady breath. One more breath. Okay, we're going to do 3 breaths now, warming up the legs. So you're going to lift up the right leg as you inhale, 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, stretch the leg up. Exhale, knee to nose. One more. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale as you lengthen. Flexing the foot now. Draw the heel towards the glute. Open the knee and the hip up towards the right side. Try to keep the shoulders square. One more breath. And then slowly lowering that leg down, nice and slowly. Swapping sides. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, inhale as you lengthen up. Breathing into it. Nice steady breath. Flexing the foot, drawing the heel towards the glute, opening the knee out to the side. Dropping back down into your downward dog. Take an inhale here. Exhale, stay here. Coming forwards to a forward fold, creeping your feet forwards nice and slowly towards the front, lifting the wrists up whenever you need to. Staying towards the front of your mat in your forward fold, so bend your knees as deep as you need to. Hands coming onto the opposite elbows, gently swaying yourself side to side. Nice steady breath. Come back to the center and then we'll roll up into our mountain. So let the arms hang heavy, rolling up nice and slowly, one vertebra at a time, nice and controlled. Once you're standing, just give the shoulders a nice roll, and then we'll get straight into our vinyasa sequence. So we'll start off with 3 rounds of the sun salutation A, just to really allow the energy to flow, warming up the front and the back parts of our bodies, and then we'll get into our standing and balancing flow, working on the right side, then the left. Okay, so make sure you're towards the front of your mat, tailbone relaxing down, draw the shoulders back, belly buttons drawing in, so pay attention to the detail. Hands either side of you, palms facing forwards. Take a breath to prepare, so take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Inhale as you lengthen up. Arms drawing up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep the legs bent as you draw the hands down through your heart center, all the way down. Inhale, flat back, look forwards. Exhale, down. Forward fold. Inhale, stepping back into plank, planting the hands down. Going down through your chaturanga as you exhale, or lean forwards, drop your knees, and then hug the elbows in as you lower the chest. Inhale, cobra, pushing the pubic bone down, elbows hugging in, shoulders back. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to the front, one foot then the other. Exhale, forward fold, staying down. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, down. Inhale, swan diving up. Spine stays nice and long. Exhale through your heart center. 2 more times. We're going to go a bit faster with our breath and with the movement. Okay, if you need to take an extra breath, just make sure your breath is steady. That's the most important thing. I'll try and keep with my instruction as well. So arms out either side, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale as you step back into your plank, lean forward so your shoulders are in front of your wrists, drop down through your chaturanga or knees and then chest. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to the front. Straight into flat back, looking forwards as you're inhaling. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, swan diving up. Exhale, heart center. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Leading with the crown as you exhale, stepping back into your plank. Lean forwards, hug the elbows in, drop your knees and then your chest or down through chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to the front, straight into flat back, leading with the crown. Exhale, down. Inhale, swan diving up. Exhale, heart center. Take a moment here, keep your hands in your heart, closing your eyes. Connect with that energy and heat that you've created. Bring yourself back to our intention, our affirmations. Nice steady breath. Feel the heart pounding, the energy you created. One more breath. Okay, now going straight into our balancing flow. So make sure you're stood towards the front. We're going to begin in chair. So we start off in chair, work on the right side, and then we'll repeat on the opposite side. Okay, so first of all, make sure the legs are hip width apart, bending the knees so you feel yourself rooting down through the heels, and you want to make sure you can still see your big toe. Hug the tailbone in, belly button drawing in, arms out either side, inhale, lifting up, exhale, hold. Inhale, exhale. One more breath, inhale, exhale. Now going into our warrior 3 now. So inhale as you come into mountain, exhale, hands down through your heart center, keeping it here. And then starting on the right side. So inhale, lift the right knee up towards your chest, flexing the foot. Exhale, draw it back, warrior three, keeping your hands in your heart, gaze straight down towards the mat, leg comes back behind you. Try keep the hips square. Inhale, come forwards. Don't worry if your leg drops, just pick it back up. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, last one. Exhale, warrior three. Trying to find that balance. Inhale as you come up now. Knee to chest, and then exhale, drop back into high lunge. So draw the leg back, arms come straight up. Gaze forwards, keep the knee over the ankle. Drawing the pelvis forward, so drawing the belly button in. Keep the breath steady. One more breath. Now twisting yourself round to your warrior two. So going to the right, heel drops down, arms come out shoulder width height, shoulders and hips are going to the right side, gazing at this left hand at the front, knee staying over the ankle. Hold for a few breaths, feeling the strength in that left leg. One more breath. Okay, going into your reverse warrior, lifting the left hand up, right arm comes back onto the straight leg, lifting up. One more breath. Now going into our half moon. So bring your right hand onto the hip, left hand draws down towards the mat, onto the outside part of your left foot, and then lifting up the right leg. Gaze down at the mat to help with your balance and try lifting that right hip up towards the ceiling, flexing the right foot, and if you feel comfortable to, try and lift up the right hand, straight up towards the ceiling. So you're trying to create a nice line from one wrist to the other, keeping the chest open, finding that focus and strength and balance. One more breath. Okay, now lowering the right hand down and then stepping back into high lunge again. So right leg goes straight back, inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, twisting to the right again so we can go into triangle. So this is our last standing pose before we repeat to the opposite side. So twist back to the right, straighten your front leg. So giving this hip a break for a second. Shoulders and hips to the right. Inhale as you lean into it. Exhale, lowering your hand down towards the foot. Trying to stack one shoulder above the other. Keeping this right hip coming back. Keep your breath steady. One more breath. Okay, now bending your front leg so you can draw the hands down towards the front. Inhale as you step forwards. Exhale, forward fold. So back at the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, leading with the crown. Exhale, down. Back into chair, swapping onto the left side now. Bending your knees. Inhale, chair. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, mountain. Exhale, hands down through your heart center. Left leg now. Inhale, knee to chest. Inhale, flexing the foot. Exhale, warrior three. Inhale, rising up. Try keep that foot lifted. Exhale, warrior three. Finding that balance. Inhale up. Last one. Exhale, warrior three. Keeping the hips squared. Hold for a breath. Dropping back into your high lunge. So dropping the foot back, lifting the arms up, inhaling, sweeping up. Exhale. Drawing that pelvis forward slightly. Make sure this right knee's over the ankle. Keep the breath steady. Okay, now twisting to the left to go to warrior two. So drawing the heel down, check your heels, make sure they're lining up. Shoulders and hips to the left. Gazing forwards. Holding for a few breaths. Feel the strength now in the right leg. They say with warrior two, you're imagining your front hand is in the future, back hand is in the past, and your body is present in the moment, here and now, knowing that there is no war within. Okay, reverse warrior, lifting the right hand up towards the ceiling. Hold for a few breaths. Feel the stretch in the side of the body. One more breath. Getting ready for half moon now. Left hand draws to the hip, right hand coming down to the outside part of the left foot, leaning forward, lifting up the left leg, flexing your left foot, trying to tilt the hip up towards the ceiling. Adjust your hand if you need to. Keep the breath steady. See if you can then lift the left hand up towards the ceiling. Keep the gaze on the mat to help you with your balance. Breath nice and steady. Keeping that focus, finding that concentration. One more breath. Back into high lunge now. So drop your left hand down, stepping the left foot back. Inhale, sweeping back up. Exhale, hold. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Getting ready for triangle, last standing pose, twisting back to the left, straightening the right leg now. Inhale as you lean into it. Exhale, lowering yourself down. So really feeling this from the hip up the side of the body. Keep the breath steady. One more breath. Okay, now bending the front leg so you can draw down, stepping forwards with the left leg. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen, fall into your flat back, Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms up. Exhale, heart center. Coming to the middle of your mat now. We'll do two balancing poses, and then we'll cool ourselves off before we do our nice meditation, long meditation. So we're going to do tree pose, then eagle. So we'll start off with the left side, rooting the foot down, drawing the foot onto the shin. Make sure it's not pressing on the knee coming out to the side. Don't worry if the foot drops, just pick it back up, hands into your heart, breathing into it. One more breath. Okay, now bending the left leg, drawing the arms up shoulder width height, wrapping the right foot leg over, so you're squeezing the thighs together, and then drawing the right elbow over the left elbow over the right, palms drawing up. Try hold for a few breaths. One more breath. Okay, unravel yourself nice and slowly, shake out the left leg and then swapping sides, rooting down through the right foot. Starting off in your tree, foot on the shin, knee coming out to the side, shoulders and hips facing to the front. Breathing into it, find something to focus on. One more breath. Arms come out shoulder width height. Bend the right leg so you can wrap and squeeze the thighs together. Right arm over left now. Drawing the palms up towards each other. Holding your eagle for a few breaths. One more breath. Gently release, shaking out the legs. Okay, so we're going to lower ourselves nice and slowly just to do a few hip openers before we finish. So coming up onto the toes, onto the balls of your feet, so still finding this balance. Keep your breath steady, hands into your heart. Slowly lower yourself down, keeping the heels lifted if you can. Nice and slowly, feeling that strength and fire in the legs. All the way down, and then try and allow yourself to sit down nice and slowly. So having the legs out in front of you, I'm going to start on the right leg. So lifting up the right leg, flexing the foot, drawing the foot just underneath the knee. So a seated figure 4 position. Use your arms back behind you to support your back, breathing into it, feeling this in the hamstring of the right leg and the outer part of your hip. One more breath. And now transitioning yourself into your double pigeon. So keep this foot here as you slide your left foot down, trying to stack the shins above one another, flexing both the feet now, trying to create a diamond shape within your legs. And don't worry if there's a gap between the knee and the foot. The knee, there's quite an intense hip opening, so just breathe through it. Use your hands to support you. Maybe to help get into the posture a little bit deeper. One more breath. Then lifting yourself up slowly, drawing the feet down, swapping sides. So left leg lifts, flexing the foot, drawing the foot just underneath the knee. In your figure 4, holding for a few breaths. One more breath. then going into your double pigeon. So drawing the shin down so they're stacking above one another, flexing both feet, using your hands. So you can see there's a gap here between my knee and my foot, so just use your breath to help open out this left hip, hands to support you, working within the comforts of your body always. One more breath. And then drawing the soles of the feet in towards each other so they're close in towards your body. Lifting up tall through the crown, bounce the knees up and down, nice and gently. Try and release any last bit of tension in the hips before we go into a meditation. So drawing the legs out in front of you, having a nice diamond shape, so our bound angle pose. Soles of the feet touching, hold on to your shins or your ankles. Inhale, lengthen through the crown of your head, leading with your chest as you exhale, tilting at the hips, elbows drop down to the thighs, drawing yourself down nice and slowly. You can always interlink the fingers around the toes, trying to draw the head down towards the feet. Breathe into it, feeling it in the hamstrings and in the hips. One more breath. Then lifting yourself up nice and slowly. And then we're just going to finish off in our hero pose before we go into our guided meditation. So if you have your cushion, this is quite nice to do this posture with a cushion, just so it's not too intense on you. But also if you've done this posture before, or pose before I should say, then feel free to not have the cushion if you don't need it. So coming onto your knees, bringing the cushion or your meditation cushion or any kind of cushion, sorry, in between the legs. So you can allow yourself to sit onto it. Try and keep the knee in line with the hips so the femur's nice and straight. And then we're trying to draw the heels out to the outer parts of the hips. Okay, so stretching out the quads. Keep the back up nice and straight. See how that feels. If you're not feeling anything, move the cushion, or maybe just go to the edge. So you're allowing the hips to sink down a little bit more. Play around with it and try and see if you can hold for a few breaths. It can feel quite intense on the feet, so just work with your body. Bring your hands to your thighs. You can always rub the quads, closing the eyes, holding for a few breaths. One more nice big deep breath. And then lifting yourself forwards nice and gently, rolling out your ankles. And then bringing yourself into a seated position to get ready for the guided meditation. So get yourself nice and comfortable. If you have a cushion, just make sure you're sitting towards the front part of the cushion, so then that way the hips will naturally roll forwards, helping to draw your knees down towards the floor, and it lengthens out your spine, so it really helps with this posture. So take your time to get nice and comfortable, lifting up tall through your crown. And then take a moment to reconnect with your breath. The mind constantly wanders, both on and off our mat. So it's always really important we bring ourselves back to our breath, back to the present moment before we then go deep within into the meditation. So closing your eyes, letting your hands rest on your legs, but make sure your palms are facing up. So you can always have the hands on your thighs or on the knees, or you can have them in your lap. See what feels comfortable for you. Keep the palms up so your energy is constantly rising. So lifting up tall through the crown of your head. Just going to gently scan the body to make sure we're releasing any tension, being mindful of how everything feels, really connecting with ourselves before we go deep within. So keep that breath steady, relaxing deep behind your eyes. Make sure the facial muscles are nice and relaxed. You're not frowning or clenching your jaw. Relaxing the neck, rolling the shoulders back and down. Feeling your arms nice and heavy. And working your way down towards your abdomen, connecting with that rise and fall of the breath. Maybe slowly inhale Hold for a second so you're retaining the breath, and then slowly exhale as you draw the belly button in, feeling the control. Pause before you inhale again. Smooth, deep breath. Connecting with your hips, rooting down into your cushion. And I want you to just take a moment to visualize the base of your spine, imagining there is roots there, connecting down into Mother Earth, connecting our root chakra, the base chakra, to the wisdom of Mother Earth, connecting with her healing, allowing us to feel safe and secure, strong and present. Take a few moments here just visualizing that deep connection that we have with Mother Earth. Now try to make sure that the legs are nice and relaxed, releasing any tension that you may be holding on to. And now we scan the body. We're going to go deep within. Bring your index finger to your thumb so they just gently touch, keeping the middle finger, the ring finger and the pinky just straight out. In our Ghana Mudra, connecting back with the root chakra, helping us with our concentration and focus. We're going to go through our affirmations and then we're going to have a few minutes of silence before we finish. Keep that breath steady, allowing your body to process all the benefits of these postures that we've been doing, these different balancing poses, standing, working on building strength within the legs and within ourselves, both physically and mentally. And giving our minds a well-deserved break so we can really connect with our true selves. Mentally saying to yourself, I am strong, I have courage, and I have balance within. I am strong, I have courage, and I have balance within. I am strong, I have courage, and I have balance within. Try and embrace the stillness. Don't worry if your mind wanders. Any thoughts that come into your mind, just have no judgment, no resentment, just be aware, and then you let go. Just constantly let go of any distractions so you can really feel that peace that resides within you, that love that resides within you. And you can always bring yourself back to the affirmations. I'm going to be mindful of the time and I'll slowly guide us back. Embrace the stillness. Embrace the quiet. Inhaling and exhaling. very slowly start to bring yourself back. Keep your breath steady. Just very gently release those affirmations. Gently move your fingers and your toes, nice and slowly, keeping the eyes closed, breath steady. Bring your hands into your heart space. Gently blink open the eyes. Take a nice big inhale through the nose. Big exhale, let it go. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please just give it a like, thumbs up, leave any comments, and also please feel free to subscribe to my channel if you're interested in more videos like this, more kind of flows, more meditations, with a real variety, having different focuses and different intentions. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a blessed day.